Hey, it's Barron Cruz from Charisma Matrix. What's one of the easiest ways to get someone to like you? Well, I think it's to stand up for them. When they're vulnerable, other people around, maybe their image is on the line, maybe they did something to mess up. What if they're in a fist fight? Well, you got their back, you're boys for life, right? People are naturally like people that stand up for them. It means so much. So how can we equate this to the social interaction realm of things? So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about how to be the archangel and come in and swoop and save someone from a social blunder. But we're gonna need to do it in a way that doesn't bring our social value down. So the example I'm gonna use today is saving someone from a bad joke. So when someone tells a bad joke, it's not good. It makes them look poor and it makes the other people around them look uncomfortable. So it really messes up the energy, right? So what would you think you could do to help someone who tells a bad joke? So the joke I'm gonna use that I have a pet peeve that I hate is when people make jokes towards the end of the year that they'll see you next year, right? Like so funny, like so witty, right? It's ridiculous, but people still make it. So I'm gonna use that for example because I think everyone's heard of it. So let's say it's you and 5 people. And old Bill, you know, he just can't help it. He just gotta bust this one out. This one always kills, let's use it. So he says, all right, guys, we probably won't be working together for probably over a year, right? Okay, everyone's like, I hate you. So what do? Well, I think a lot of people would think the best thing to do is give a courtesy laugh. So you're like, yeah. No, because that makes you look like you have lower social value because no one thinks that's funny, right? So what you do is you explain and then change. Explain, change. So we explain that we get the joke by explaining it, and then we immediately change the subject as to not to dwell on that. And what we're gonna do then, cover this guy, and then we're gonna diffuse the awkwardness in the group of having to hang around that bad joke energy. Just kind of was like, oh, Bill, God, you had to go there. All right, so explain, step 1. So what I'm gonna say, if I'm in this group and I'm gonna save Bill, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, like in the olden days where the teacher used to say, you're not gonna have any homework for a year, got it. Hey, is everyone gonna go out to that tasting later? So explain, not laugh at it, explain that you get it, and then change. Because what's that gonna do to the group? They're gonna hear you, they're gonna explain, you equated it back, you talked about how you could see it maybe being funny, but it's not funny, and you're gonna change. But don't you see how that's kind of natural? So let me go through it one more time in real time. Bill says, all right guys, well I guess we won't be working each other till next year. See, oh yeah, like that old joke the teachers used to make in grade school about no homework for a year, huh? So where are we gonna go later today, guys? That was smooth. But you see what I mean? It's very natural, it's very fluid. Explain the joke. You explain how he could have thought it was funny. You understand how he came up with it. Now everyone knows. And then you change immediately as not to dwell on it. Because if you just change the subject, now that's rude to Bill and you didn't save him. So he said, hey, we're not gonna work together next year. Yeah, so where are we all going later, right? That's just like saying, hey, your joke sucked. Quit talking, Bill. So you're gonna show empathy to him by saving him from that social blunder, so he's gonna feel good. And that's cool of you to do that. You didn't have to do that. You could be like, good one, Bill. You always just got the best jokes, man. Keep it up, dude. Or you could have been silent and just let the weirdness stagger in the group and everyone's like, oh yeah, cool. Or you save him. You're the archangel. You come in, you explain, you change, you take control of that conversation, you set the frame, you take it where you want it to be, and everything's good. So what you did, at no cost to your social value, you mitigated the situation, you helped your friend out, or if it's not your friend, you help your colleague, or anybody you wanted to help out. Now he likes you for doing that. He understands what you did, and you diffuse the weirdness and the discomfort in the group. Something that I always say charismatic people are very good at doing is diffusing discomfort. People should never feel weird or uncomfortable around you regardless. You should be able to sense that, and after a bad joke, there's always that weirdness that's kind of hanging around the group stagnantly. So you know that's there, you diffused it. Try this out, it's very powerful. It's very cool to know that you can come in and not only diffuse that weirdness, but make friends as you do it.